One of the biggest questions I feel like I get asked from people who watch my videos is like, how do you make friends? How do you travel everywhere and have friends? I'm definitely very lucky because of my platform. Like my work is putting myself out there.
Yeah.
And then also I've literally like switched 6 different elementary schools as a kid. So I feel like my muscle for social has been very much in the gym since I was little.
You've been training.
I've been training. Where to meet friends when you're new in a big city? I noticed there's a lot of people who say it feels really hard to make friends in a big city, or like people seem so closed off in this city.
Yeah.
The first thing that I'm noticing is like, hey, you're not really setting yourself up for success if you're assuming that, or someone's like, hey, I feel like people in their mid-20s are really closed off to having friendships. And I'm like, well, why are there all these people in my DMs asking me about how to make friends? But I'm like, if we believe that other people are closed off and we walk around with this assumption, it's gonna impact the way you conduct yourself.
So true.
And you're not gonna be as like open. If you just repeat to yourself in social situations, there are people in this room who want to make a friend, just like me.
Yeah, they want to hear me.
Yeah, then I think when you meet someone who is more closed off, you're just like, oh, that's weird. That's not the person for me. And you just keep going, right? To have some more lightness and levity.
Also with like something more societal, so many people talk about like Vancouver is not a friendly city, things like that. But the more you believe it, like Leah said, definitely you're limiting yourself to that feeling of, yeah, no one's out there who wants to pursue me, and or with each other. There's no opportunities for that. And that itself can be, if you break through that, could be exactly what you want. There's also like a huge divide with society. You're either always talking about community, 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 and then you don't actually do it through your actions, and that says a lot too.
What do you mean?
Like if you are like, oh, I want a community, I really want a close-knit group, I just don't know how to get it. Hello, that's like not matching what you're doing, right? So sometimes we do need to just allow ourselves to receive and expand our horizon, that love is there, care is all around you. You have to pursue social connection to resist individualism, to resist feeling isolated and lonely.
So for people who want to do the work of making friends, especially like a big city like New York City, there are a lot of people starting collectives. Whether you like running, whether you like crafting, whether you want to go camping, there are a lot of cool collectives that I've come across through Instagram. Like you saw Field Meridians for more like 4G type of things. Craft Stock, they're literally 2 girls who met at a party and started talking about how they like crafts, and then they started a crafting club together.
That's so cool.
So it's like, if you don't see what you like, then just start it. Even like sign up for classes, community centers, volunteering at community gardens. Think about all the things that you would think is fun. And go out and do it. Discover your own hobbies.
That's step 1 actually.
I think the more you get to know yourself, the more you know what you like and where you'll meet these people. And also use social media. Like I'm sure all of you can put out a story, even if you have like 100 followers, you can say like, hey, I'm in New York and I'm gonna have a movie night. Oh, my friend Charlene, she literally I'm doing a movie marathon because she recently injured her foot. And she made a little calendar and she posted all the different movie for each night, and then just like
that's so fun.
DM for address, bring your own pillow and snack, and we're all gonna watch movies. Like you can organize that yourself.
And sometimes if you feel like, oh, I have no community because no one's around me, I'm new to a city, like I know nobody, right? Sometimes it's okay just to go to a place that's populated and just sit there and observe around you, and there's going to be interesting people around you.
Yeah, maybe the goal is not to make your best friend. I think there's a lot of pressure. How to deal with possessive friends. I'm just like, don't have them. What is a possessive friend doing? Like, hey, why are you hanging out with other people?
No, more like, oh my god, I got kind of hurt because like on your Instagram story, you were just like mentioning other people. You never do that with me, but like they don't actually say it. They do it through indirect actions. They'll just start ignoring you maybe, or being like, why were you with them the other day? Manipulating.
The feeling of possessiveness can come up within all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Like I see my friend, they're making new friends and I'm not in the city with them. I feel left out.
That's so true.
Right? We can like notice these feelings within ourselves
Yeah.
and then I acknowledge them and I'd be like, hey, it's okay to feel this way. You have to assume positive intent that they still care about you and you still care about them. I'll hang out or I'll call them and everything's all fun and chubbly again, right? Is it in your head or is it the reality?
I would also say like if you're getting irritated by your friend and you are getting jealous or possessive, you're like the possessive friend, it's not always just like, oh, you're being dramatic, but it might be a bigger issue.
What?
It could be like, hey, I always find that people leave me. And there's this like really deep rooted belief that you have about yourself, that you're not good enough, that you're not lovable. And that can be really torturous towards yourself, like, and your relationships, because everyone's gonna feel it.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like a bigger wound.
It's a bigger wound. Yeah.
There's some type of childhood wounding here that
Yeah.
you gotta let it go because it's not even the friend that is the issue. Okay. How can I be myself and not feel bad in front of the person that I want to be friends with? It's kind of like this question: how to stay authentically yourself while still being relatable when making a new friend.
Zam.
So for me, my sassy answer is like, who cares what they think? Just be yourself. That person should want to be friends with you.
That's true.
And you should be being your most authentic self. In situations, I'm hanging out in a group of people and I genuinely feel like I cannot be myself, or I feel shy, or just like I try, they're giving me nothing. And I feel like I'm already a fairly trying person, but I still clock myself. I'm like, do I have my own limiting beliefs around these people, that these people wouldn't like me? Like, what am I projecting? Right? So it's like, I'll still show up and go to hang out a couple more times, maybe have activities that are more centered around the fun thing that I like doing. But it just gets to the point where you just realize it's just not clicking.
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes you can't force it. When you're trying that hard, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. And it's okay.
Just be yourself and don't feel bad.
That's so hard for some people.
Right? So then I feel like the root would be, what makes you feel more comfortable being with yourself?
Invite people to do something you like.
Yeah.
That's how you show up authentically. I love crafts and art journaling, so I'm always going to parks, and even if my friends aren't artsy and they're not in an art field and maybe they work 9 to 5, like we work around it. We're like, hey, would you be open to coloring with me? And they're like, oh, I don't usually do that, but if they're open and they're cool.
It doesn't have to be hard. Tell yourself making friends is easy. And I know this is gonna sound
woo-woo.
Yeah.
Giving spirituality.
But just like repeat it until it like gets through your noggin, man. And also all of these feelings of, hey, am I feeling anxious? I'm being self-conscious. I feel like I can't be myself. If you separate the thoughts from reality, as in I'll enter a space like a art gallery opening and there's so many people, everyone looks so cool AF, I'm genuinely intimidated. Instead of just letting yourself be into this like state, I'm like noticing, hey, like I'm feeling kind of intimidated in this space, you know, everyone's dressed really cool, everyone kind of has their own groups and stuff. That's okay. And I'm just like standing in the edge of the corner of this room. I'm also not feeling that social because I'm like end of my period stage. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm just gonna stand in the corner of this room with my salad. I'm just gonna admire people's outfits.
Wow.
I'm not gonna force myself to make new friends. I ended up chatting up with this photographer and she was really sweet. And that was it. And then I went home, babes. Like,
and then life moved on.
And life moved on. Yeah. So I think it's okay to let yourself feel nervous and still go to something.
I think start small.
Yeah.
Like start with like maybe an intimate setting, like 3 or 4 people, even 1 or 2 people. Like I'm pretty shy. Like I really like individual hangouts and that's okay. If you always do individual hangouts and you're like, this is my tea, that's okay. It doesn't have to be a big group.
Where do you find the people to do the individual hangout?
I think it's from something of interest, common interest, whether it's around the same age group or maybe same identity.
Think of like Martina. How did you meet her?
Oh my God, we met through Facebook.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What Facebook group?
Vegan.
Okay, there you go.
Vegan connections in Vancouver. Yeah.
There's also like hiking groups for women. There's a lot of Facebook groups. I've even used Bumble BFF
Yeah.
when I was in Montreal. There are so many ways if you are willing to put in the work and the effort.
Yeah, and the other week I met a person through being at a pet store. Like our pets got along really well, and then the owner was just looking really cute and cool and got super cool tattoos, and I just commented like, "Whoa, your tattoos are so cool," and they're from Toronto. And then we just got each other's Instagram, and like if she wants to get a workout buddy, I'm there because I'm open to it.
Whoa, how did that creep into your conversation about working out?
Yeah, actually, she mentioned it. She was just like, I just got into this big new city and I'm trying to be really extroverted and out there. And I said, wow, that's really hard. And I'm really proud of you for doing that. And I probably that spoke to her. And, you know, we chatted at a coffee shop nearby. And she was already with her friend, and then we just noticed like, oh my gosh, you're here too.
She literally just acknowledged the hard thing.
And she initiated, she's just like, you know what, it is hard, and I'm just gonna do it.
Acceptance.
Yeah. So it's not easy, like especially people who are socially anxious and awkward, and people who have maybe OCD like tendencies, like they make a lot of rules in their head, like, oh, if people don't make eye contact with me, that means they don't like me, things like that. That can be extra hard. So be like so kind to yourself, babes. Like you have to be so nice to yourself in order to even make friends. Thank you. I just want to say that, please.
阿弥陀佛. Needed that. Needed that kind therapist reassurance.
Yeah, you don't have to be good with groups. You're okay just the way you are.
Amen.
Oh, also, I noticed that this is something you and I both do. We do it through generosity and also invitations. Like you would, in the beginning of our friendship, Leah would be like, hey, I'm going to yoga class. I have a free yoga pass. Do you want to come? Like, I'm like, wow, she's so generous. Okay. Aww. Yeah, for sure. And I put down everything. I was like, okay, I have no plans. I'm going to cancel that. I'm on my way. And it just felt so nice to have someone give me that opportunity to invite me into something they were already going to do. It just felt so like natural.
No pressure
No
scenario.
pressure. Yeah.
I
And
like
it's so
that.
fun.
Yeah, that's true. I do that a lot. It's like, I'm going to this anyways.
Yeah. Why
Whether
not?
you're coming or not, so.
Yeah. Yeah, whether you're coming or not, I'm just giving an open invitation, and that generosity speaks volumes because it feels like you're literally attracting abundance, your friendships into your life when you do that. And I've been practicing that since then too. For example, when I came over, I was like, wait a minute, I know Leah wanted to try this new protein bar that I have, and I just got some for my stash, so I'm gonna give her one. And she's giving me like cool little snacks during our little visit. So yeah, it's practicing generosity with each other. And it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah, it's literally just showing your love through different love languages to each other.
Yeah, and my friends give me like stickers and stuff too from all over the world, and even if it's like $1, let's say, I feel like that is the coolest gift ever.
Yeah, that they thought of you and they know
Yeah.
what you like. Nice. It's a bit brighter again. I think this is a point that I would want to talk about, which is people saying, I struggle a lot to stay in touch with people. I'm such a bad texter and we can't meet IRL, so advice. I think the reality is just that our time is limited.
Yeah.
And I think if you're someone that does move, or for me, obviously I move around a lot, that even people I meet kind of already know that about me. Like last time we saw each other was in April, right? A lot of my friends, if I'm not in the same city, we probably don't get to catch up that much.
Yeah.
Even the friend I'm subletting from, Eric, maybe we'll call each other, but it's like, he's also very busy. He's a dancer. I want to say maybe like twice a year, like the thought of each other comes up, or you see someone do something, so you reach out. But when I see those friends again, or even my friends in Europe, when I'm there, I'm like, hey, I'm here, let's hang. It never feels like we stopped hanging out. Like it just feels like, oh, yesterday, last week, we were just having fun together, and now we get to have fun again. So of course that doesn't happen with every single friendship. I have friendships where we just don't really hang out that much anymore, and maybe I made a plan, they invited me to a thing, but we just like don't really line up, and then neither of us are so compelled to really go out of our way.
That's so true.
Kind of like letting things happen and flow as they are, and we have limited time in a day.
Yeah, especially in adulthood. And if you work like 9 to 5s and you only have a few hours in the day, it's really hard to.
So I want to ask a question about that too. How to get the energy to maintain friendships among work, life, etc., responsibilities.
I mean, yeah, your energy is so limited and you're probably burnt out maybe from a certain area in your life. Maybe it's work, maybe it's other relationships like family or your partnership. Maybe you kind of have to be really nice to yourself and give yourself a pep talk like, do I have the time right now for friendships? And if that's like not gonna work, it's okay. It could be a period of time in your life where friendships are kind of on the side and maybe people are worried about you, or maybe they're slowly disconnecting because they haven't heard from you for a while, and that's still okay. And you can always fill them in. I don't think it's ever too late to fill people in on what happened to you.
I think the part about burnout, if your work is really draining you to that point, is there a way to work that is less draining?
Yeah.
Like where you put less of your battery, like you still go to your work, but I don't know if care is a good word, but I've definitely, like when I was in university, I cared so much about my grades and what professors would think. And I wish I didn't put that much energy into this area of my life, and I spent more of my energy on other things. Like I still would have gone to school, I still would have done the thing, but I just didn't need to give it so much of my energy and my validation and all these things. And I would have had more time to, I don't know, make YouTube videos for fun or go enjoy the city and hang out with friends. So I really think you have to prioritize. And if friendship is something that is meaningful for you and you want to carve out time for it, then block it out. Literally
carve it out.
I would time block hangouts with friends, or I try to get like one friend hang the next week. I block it in, block my work around that. So then it's like, it's not me socializing around work, it's work fits into other parts of my life.
Yes. And also, I have some friends who are never outside of their houses and they don't like to hang out usually. Like, so we only meet once a year. And sometimes it's okay to start noticing that pattern and like respect that too. Like maybe it takes a lot for someone to get out and spend time with you, and that's part of the energy piece, right? Like sometimes it's a lot for people. And we can make socializing a little easier. It doesn't have to be so formal. You know, when we say that we can only do dinners together or like this fancy thing, it puts a lot of pressure on both parties. And you can literally sometimes be more gentle with yourself and your friends and be like, do you want to just hit up a cafe and like, I really want to check this place out. Do you want to go too? Or let's go grocery shopping together. Or let's go walk my dog.
Yeah, it can be something very simple.
Yeah.
Like even when you say grocery shopping, it's like really fun.
Yeah.
When you and Hanj came over and we just like literally bought groceries and cooked together.
So fun.
So this person is saying how to deal with depression or the feeling of wanting to be alone yet knowing meetup with friends is helpful.
Oh, feel for them.
Yeah. I've definitely had times where I want to isolate myself and I don't want to hang out with people, or maybe like intrusive thoughts of, well, I don't feel like I have friends that are there for me or whatever through this time. And then I have to be like, wait, have I given any of them that opportunity? Do they know I'm here? Do they know I want to hang out? So I think I usually do just plan something small or like low key, like, hey, do you want to come over and just hang in the backyard or go for a walk?
Yeah.
And I think to just move that ball forward one step can help to reevaluate or shift your perspective into, like it is really fun and nourishing, because I think this person knows, knowing meetup with friends is helpful.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like, what is the easiest option for a hangout? What would feel the least pressure?
Right.
And then do that. Like you don't need to be like, oh, we're gonna plan a huge party, I'm gonna invite 5 people, it's gonna be a picnic, I'm gonna cook for everyone. Like it doesn't have to be hard.
I was also thinking with that question, Like sometimes you have to realize that you're in relationship with yourself too. And how do you treat yourself? Usually when people are depressed, they're really hard on themselves, right? So obviously they're gonna be harsh with, you know, oh, this friendship's not working out, that person doesn't want me, I'm such a bummer, I'm gonna ruin it, right? So we have to just look within, like, how are we treating ourselves? And if you can talk nicely to yourself, I'm sure you're a good friend. But it feels really fake if you can't do that towards yourself. So sometimes you have to like weave in and out of your own relationship with yourself and when you're, you know, maybe reaching out with others.
That's a good point. Yeah. Practicing compassion to ourselves. One thing that you did say is that you feel like having a friendship or cultivating a friendship is kind of like cultivating just a regular relationship. It's like dating.
Yeah, with dating, you expect this and that of partnerships, and that can make it really intrusive and hard. And same with friendships too. If you've got a checklist, like the way they talk and the way they dress or everything matters, then you're also not going to feel good and open yourselves up to different people.
One of the things I think about in dating, I think it's maybe harder for me in dating than with friends, is like loving someone selflessly. Selfless love. Like, it's not that I love you because you do this for me, right? Because a lot of times, in a romantic relationship, it can feel easy to be like this, or to get like ticked off because you didn't do that, so it means you don't love me anymore and you don't think I'm blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But is that the reality? Or is that just like an intrusive thought? And then what does it mean to love them selflessly, to love them without any expectation? And sure, you can have expectation for, you know, the type of person you would date, right? But I don't know, not forcing anyone to change for you. Like, I think I don't force my friends to change or be different. Good, and if I meet someone and I'm like, oh, they're just not my cup of tea, it's really easy for me to just be like, yep, not a match.
But not with a partnership. Or it's harder.
Maybe a little bit harder. Obviously, I think a partner is someone that you really gravitate to and you feel attraction to. And I have that with friends too. I feel like there's times where I'll have like a friend crush.
Yeah.
And in the past, I would think that maybe I actually like them, like especially with guys. But then I feel like when I was like exploring more with women, that I was like, oh wait, no, these are literally just friend crushes.
There's like platonic and romantic parts of friendships too. It's like all part of intimacy. And yeah, I feel like when you talk about the partner being a little different than how you approach friendships, that can be so true, and usually it's tied to childhood stuff. So there's stuff there for sure. Some people are different. Some people think like friendships are more intimate than partnerships, and they care way more about that. So I would say it's probably because you have been taught like intimate love needs to be a certain way from childhood and through growing up, and you were navigating really hard relationships in the past like that, and that's why you put so much emphasis on it working out, right? And they have to be a certain way or treat you in a certain way, things like that.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a lot of self-diving that people can go into.
For sure.
And we're also literally going to make zines about friendships, and I want to write questions for people to look into as well.
Okay.
Advice on how to make meaningful connections. Is it possible from the first meeting?
Oh.
Yes, sometimes it is, but also don't give so much pressure if it's not. Even our first time when I met Linda, I feel like we didn't even get to talk that much.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's Leah. I've seen her videos. It's like, that's a little surreal. I don't know how to approach her.
And then we just hang out more. And I was
like, oh, okay. And then after yoga together, I feel like that felt like, oh my gosh, she likes yoga. Cool. This is fun. And then I was like, okay, I like her. She's cool. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's cute.
We just have to be open to it.
Yeah.
To things that we want to receive.
Yeah. And maybe we don't need to imagine a way a friendship unfolds and that pressure.
Yes.
Right.
No anticipatory, like, this is how it goes.
They need to be this age or like these things. And
sometimes I get really into that because of maybe anxiety, or maybe when I'm in a lower mood, I'm like, oh, some people have so many friends. How do they deal with that? Or how do they make it work? Why can't I make it work? Like, is there something wrong with me? So in the end, you're kind of just hurting yourself. It's really hurtful to say that. And maybe you shouldn't treat yourself that way.
that's when you can come in and be like the friend. What would friend Linda say?
Yeah.
If I were somebody else, how would I advise them? And you'd probably be a lot more compassionate with your words. So treat yourself as your friend.
Yeah. And also maybe your past selves too. Like maybe your child self was a lot more shy compared to where you are at now. So maybe she's like, oh my God, I see you. You're doing that thing. That's so cool. I didn't know you can do that.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Another question I think would be good to ask you is, some people are saying, like, how do I trust?
Oh.
How do I trust other people? Or maybe they've had times where friendships did not go well.
Yeah, friendship traumas are real. Really hard too. I literally just did sessions on this today.
Really?
I feel like 2 of my clients were like dealing with that. Can I check my notes actually?
Yeah.
I feel like I said some really interesting stuff.
This is some deep shit.
Wait. Ouch. That could be a little break.
Cozy.
Ooh. Oh my God. There's a spider.
Why does that look kind of like a crab? Yeah, I'm gonna just
Here, you can
escort
use
it out
this.
with your notebook.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry, little guy.
Oh my gosh. I love that. He's like, I want to join this tea party. Okay, thanks.
Welcome. I know what I would say. I think get yourself into a space where you can think in a logical manner, where you're not thinking from anxiety. So maybe don't think about it when you're like already in an anxious mood. Like,
Yeah.
you
You
know,
don't deserve that.
yeah, think about it when you're in a clear-headed state. And journal. Definitely journal.
Yeah. Be with yourself. That's the best time.
Journal about what went wrong in the past. It doesn't need to be shaming the other person or you,
Yeah.
but think about how you can conduct yourself in a way to avoid those situations. If you feel you let someone step over your boundaries or you're stepping over someone else's, how can I be better at respecting other people's boundaries? How can I be better at holding my own boundaries, right? So I think give yourself a time to reflect on actionable steps that you could do in the future.
I love that.
Because if you're just repeating the same cycle and you have this similar friendship things or dating things and you're like, I don't know how to get out, I don't know how to get out, then it's like time to stop. Think about it. When you're feeling grounded and you're feeling at ease,
Yes.
how can I do things differently, right?
Yeah.
Because doing the same thing and expecting a different result is a little bit cuckoo. So how can we do something different to create a different result?
Absolutely.
And maybe our next try isn't it, but it's something different. And we keep reiterating. It's about the iterations, right? Put yourself out there and learn. You have your data. Hey, I was hurt by something, or I hurt someone else. And you look at your data and you're like, okay, how can I do things differently? Like, be a researcher, be a scientist for yourself, and go back into the world and try again.
Wow. Yeah. That there's always opportunities and you're making opportunities. Try again. I love that.
It's not about it being perfect. I've had times where someone did something that hurt me. Maybe it happened sometime later again, but I won't let that stop me from making good friends, right? Because there's always a chance, like, we care so much about each other, but is definitely the chance that we could hurt each other's feelings.
Absolutely.
And we may not even have that intention, but I think any time you choose to love and open your heart up to strangers, to friends, to family. I think being hurt is just a possible outcome.
Yeah.
You know, as long as people are not negatively intending to hurt you, and you're
Yes.
also communicating when, hey, this did hurt me. I need to work on this within myself, and could you also help me in being a bit more mindful?
Yeah, I love that you're mentioning that, because that's on the same spectrum. Like when you're opening up to love, you're also opening up to hurt. That's how you expand your range of emotions. But that's why when you have love, and however much you love a person, whether it's through friendships or relationship, like it's going to also hurt you because of how much you love them. So it's also the same. I really like what you said, because if you're thinking already, how can I trust someone again? That is a question of trauma. That is not what you want. That is what trauma wants. That's what trauma believes. It believes that you are not good enough. It believes that you cannot have healthy relationships and friendships that will work out. Whereas you don't want that. That's why you're asking that question. So what is it that you truly want? And I love that you said slowing down, because trauma hates it when we slow down. Trauma's like, go faster, urgency. Go and stop like thinking, or like think about all the terrible things you've done, and then you have to find friends. And then you're sitting there like, I don't know how. What the heck? Is there something wrong with me, right? But that's not what you want. What you want is probably to be seen, to be understood, to be loved, to be cared for, and all the great things that matters in a relationship and friendship. That's what you want.
Yes.
So slow down, dip your toes in the water, like that kind of feeling, and like feel it out, like feel the hurt. Like you deserve to feel that hurt, because that hurt you, whatever happened. And you don't deserve that.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, it's real, but it's not forever. And there's another version of you coming up.
That's right. You just step right into those boots.
Yeah.
It's like getting new shoes. Yeah. It's like that girl you met who had the dog. I'd moved into a new city, and I'm trying to be really big and brave about it and make new friends.
Yeah.
She just put on the big brave boots.
She did. She made so many friends since then. She's like, people are coming over to her house, and she's doing little dinner parties. She's like going to La Grille.
It's really hard.
I'm like, oh, this is a little bit too much for me, but that's okay.
If you don't want to go to La Grille, you can start a reading club.
Yes.
I saw people in McCarran Park. They were all just like, there's like 30, 40 people literally reading in silence.
Wow.
On picnic blankets.
I saw at a park the other day, they were laughing. They were having a laughing club. They were just like laughing. They were like, ha ha ha.
Oh, laughing
like,
yoga?
That's so cute, yeah.
Wait, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be anything you want.
You can even put up a poster. Introvert looking to make friends.
Yeah. I've seen like TikTok videos, like series of people who are like, just moved to this big city. I'm trying to make friends. That's so brave.
Yeah.
And I so relate. And I'm like, wow, I'm like following their journey. I'm like, I'm so proud of them. That's like a visual and digital journal. I think a lot of people also have this like deep-seated worry that they're not interesting enough. It's probably not true, because we're all so complex and we're all kind of interesting. We all have our weird quirks.
I would worry less about being interesting and worry more about being interested. When you show up at the venue, or you show up on a bench with a stranger you think you looks cool and you want to talk to, are you being interested? Are you asking them questions?
Yes.
You don't even have to ask questions. Make a statement.
Yeah.
People are like, I don't like small talk, blah, blah, blah. Make a weird statement.
Or like something cool that you heard from somewhere and go like, did you know about that? People are like, wait, what? And why did you bring that up? But like, that's so interesting.
I have a friend, she just says she makes a statement about the room, an observation. These stickers are all very soft and whimsical.
I like the word whimsical.
Do you pick them out because they're whimsical? How do you pick your stickers? Where do you find them?
Ooh, that's such an interesting topic of interest. I am very interested already. I would say I really like transparent type of stickers, like a transparent backing. So I could put in my notebook and be like, it blends in.
What type of notes do you take in your notebook? Is it like an agenda or is it like a junk journal or a reflection journal? What do you?
It's everything.
Oh, like an everything journal.
Yeah. I don't like to put too much pressure on like how a book should be about. So sometimes I journal, sometimes I'm like, oh, I just figured out my human design. What is that? Sometimes I'm like, I want to write a newsletter. It's about time and our relationship with time. So I'm doing that. And random postcard from Portugal. And this is about me.
Whoa, I'd love to learn more about you. Or I want to learn about Portugal because I want to go to Portugal. Or I want to learn about human design. Just be interested. And also, I think, give someone something too. Like the fact that you're willing to share. Not only do you have to practice being the person who's interested, but the person who's willing to share. If you are shy, right?
Yes. It's not always just active listening, which sometimes we do really well. And we're like, how do we talk? But sometimes you can just share. What do you like about yourself? Like, oh, I like drinking like really cool drinks. I like cool cups like this. Oh my God, let's go to a pottery class. Or, oh my gosh, let's drink something yummy and make a drink with this cup.
And I think that leads very well to the last question I want to ask, which is from someone who said, how do I keep connected with friends but not make it feel so formal? And I think what you just said about finding a common goal and working towards it.
Yeah.
That could be a club, right? Or a lesson or fitness. Like, hey, I'm trying to just be more active. I'm trying to spend more time outside. Trying to learn how to do pottery.
Yeah, people love it when you work on yourself.
Yeah, so just find like a buddy to do a thing with. And I think it could be as if you're already friends, like, hey, I would love to just be able to catch up with you every week. Do you want to like do a class together? Or
That's so
do you
sweet.
wanna... Or I think the way that we've been doing it is we worked on a really big project together, like the past half year. And I feel like that's been really nourishing on our friendship. I don't know if you remember this, but I think in the winter we were both like, I want to make a course.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, I've always wanted to, but I didn't know I could.
And I felt nervous to make one all by myself.
Yeah.
So we're like, wait, should we make a course together?
Yeah.
Let's teach something we're passionate about. So we decided we wanted to do a workshop about healing money anxiety, healing the hustle. I feel like we're both grew up as overachievers, Asian American, or more specifically Asian Canadian. And we've always been like gotta get good grades, I gotta be like fit into this box of what the world or our parents want us to be.
Yeah.
That's something we've been actively working to take apart, and a big part of that is around financial anxiety. The fear of, oh, if you don't get a good job, get a good university, make good money, you're gonna be poor, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. A lot of these scare tactics were all given to us.
Right.
So a big thing that we've been working on is healing our money wounds.
Yeah, and it's not just personal. It can be cultural, it could be passed down through generations, it could be historical. There's so much that comes with these wounds.
We've put together 8 workshops that
No way.
eight workshops that we've recorded over the past 6 months that go from breaking down our current beliefs. What are we believing in right now? What is limiting us?
Yeah.
And then we go into a space of healing.
Knowing when is enough.
How to be more compassionate instead of self-loathing.
Yeah.
Then we enter a portion that is called transformation.
Ooh, I love that part.
Yes, where we learn about abundance and what is it psychologically through our therapist, counselor, specialty brain. How can we step from scarcity to abundance in order to dream radically?
That's how we can transform and heal.
We are also doing a 50% early bird discount for you guys so that anyone who wants to use this season of fall and winter to do some hunkering down, reflection, journaling time, everything is pre-recorded so that it's self-paced, and no matter where you are in the world, you can access it through our portal on friendlybureau.com and through an app as well if you want to have it on mobile. So check it out. This is an amazing 8 workshop bundle deal, and we hope you guys love it as much as we did.